Glycolysis crab is all done. And we also learn how fasting works in our body. So what next? We talked about the aerobic, right? We were talking about the aerobic in the previous video. Now today we are going to learn the anaerobic type of respiration. It is quite similar, but less amount of energy is obtained in that. So how does this work? Before knowing that, why organisms produce or perform anaerobic respiration? Why? That's the main question. Because if we look at evolution at the starting, no organism were using oxygen for their respiration for the formation of energy. So why did we start doing that with oxygen? Because first of all, it was abundant and it was very helpful for us, something like that. It was a great amount of present for in our surrounding. It was in the large amounts. And similarly in the starting phase, because lots of microbes do not perform aerobic respiration, they perform anaerobic respiration, and these are the foundation of each being in this universe, in our earth as I am talking right now. So why did they do that? Because they need to produce energy, right? But less amount of energy produced because these were unicellular. So if an organism is unicellular, then it will require less energy, right? But in this process, the glycolysis only occurs, no Krebs cycle and no ATC cycle, because none of them are present there. And other thing that here is that the thing in that fermentation occurs. What is fermentation? Fermentation is the conversion of organic acid into organic compound. In this hand, the organic acid is our food stuff that we consume, that is the carbohydrate, the protein, and that is amino acid and fatty acid. Those are the two things, and those are utilized for the formation of organic compound. Organic compound here is pyruvic acid, and other thing that the byproduct here is alcohol. So these three things occurs here in the fermentation. So fermentation is the process in this work. After the fermentation, what are here obtained? The obtained one are next done with the glycolysis. These are converted into acetyl coenzyme A, then those are provided with glycolysis and molecules of ATP are formed. So this is anaerobic respiration, but it is very short. So do us human also perform this type of respiration? Yes, indirectly. So what and how do we actually do that? Whenever a person starts to exercise, then we also get tired, right? Why are we getting tired? We should not get tired because the same amount of energy are getting obtained. In this, whenever we are doing exercises, then our muscles start to perform anaerobic respiration. They do that, and in anaerobic respiration less amount of energy is formed, and when less is formed, whenever you're doing high work and less is formed, not the average form, the less is formed, and when the less is formed, then we are going to get tired, right? Because instead of the 36 we are getting the 8 here. 8 ATP, 8 molecules of ATP. I talked about the molecules of ATP in the previous feed. Go and check it out. Also, if 8 is obtained, then we will tend to have less energy and lactic acid start to get accumulated in our muscle. That's why also we get feel tired. But some higher plants also perform this thing. You know, when seeds are submerged in water for their germination, they start to perform anaerobic respiration during their germination phase. This is the thing that occurs in them. As humans also do this, but at a small amount. And after that, we are going to learn what are vitamins, what are proteins, and what are every type of lipids. We are going to understand that. But in this video, we are going to only learn about proteins. What are proteins? Proteins are macromolecules of amino acid, and this cannot be stored in our body. Proteins could not be stored in humans' body. You know, it's shocking, right? But it's true. It cannot be stored. But carbohydrates could. Carbohydrates are stored in the form of glycogen in our muscles, in our liver, and in our liver cells, in our body cells. You see that fat on everyone's belly? It is in the form of glycogen, which is carbs. Okay, but proteins could not be stored. These are utilized with skin, blood, and everything. You will see the chart in the next video, but in this video we are going to only learn how they are utilized, and after utilization they are converted into ammonia and ejected out of the body with the help of fibers. We are going to also learn about fibers in the next video. Next to next video, it will be coming soon. I hope you understand. Thank you.